We are going to be starting off the next episode of the Ironman with a task we should be very, very familiar with if you have been following the series, and this is Black Dragons. I get them all the time. It's really not that big of a deal because this task is really not that big of a deal. You just kill them, and I get to collect Dragon Bones, which are a decent amount of prayer XP after you store up enough of them over a period of time, as well as Black Tea Hides, which will be useful somewhere in the future. But we start off with 112 tasks in a row, and my goal for this episode is at least 83 Slayer, but if I get to 85, that would be pretty awesome. Alright, Duradel, start us off right with some gargoyles or desert strike worms or black demons. Okay, fair enough. You know, black demons do drop herbs. They do drop a fair amount of renars. You get like 15 renars a task, which I am not arguing with, and very, very good range XP as well. I'm just about done crafting a whole ton of infernal urns, and I gotta say, this took a really long time, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this again. Apparently, if you have the Falador hard task, you can make these in the crafting guild, and it's a lot faster. But I had to teleport to Varrock South and mine the clay there. It took a long time. I spent about like an hour and a half making 238 infernal urns, but while I do have them, they're gonna help out a lot during Black Demon tasks and Necreal tasks, and eventually when I get 85 Slayer, Abbey Demon tasks as well. I do have a couple of daily challenges to turn in. You can probably notice in the chat bar. One of them is Pyramid Plunder, but I also had a Prayer Challenge. 23k Thieving is really good. 3k Prayer is kind of disappointing, but getting me up to 58 Thieving, which is actually 2 Thieving levels, so that's awesome. And then 3 more, and then I can go to the next room of Pyramid Plunder, which is level 61 room. I don't particularly need Thieving all that bad for anything, unless I need it for a quest requirement. Going for ROTM at some point, I might during one of the prerequisite quests. I'm not really sure. I think rocking out might require Thieving or something like that. But regardless, it's nice to get these challenges done. A very random fishing level to record, but I just got 73. Continuing kind of just AFKing on monkfish when I am doing other stuff and working on other activities where I can't necessarily play RS and pay full attention to it. I'm hoping to eventually get this fishing level up over time. Almost 1 million fishing XP, and I've done nothing but monkfish since level 62. Slowly getting up there, and of course I do burn through a ton of monkfish while slaying, so I need to continuously come back here and fish more and more monkfish. But I'm gonna go do some Slayer and take a break from fishing. I decided for some reason that it was a good idea to go ahead and get 75 crafting, so I've set myself a goal to do that, 67 crafting at the moment, and that will unlock 2 things. First of all, I'll be able to make Slayer rings, which are going to be really nice for teleporting around for Slayer and nice for checking my kills that I have left for tasks and all that. And second of all, it is needed to access Elf City, so I've done quite a bit of temple trekking, and I have roughly 60 odd reward tokens to open up, and I need about 12,000 silver bars total, so I'm hoping that these reward tokens will do it for me. Okay, opening up the last of my tokens here, I know that 12,000 silver bars is going to be 600k crafting XP, and it looks like I'm actually pretty close to having 14,000 silver bars, 14,600 silver bars. That should be plenty, considering I only need 639k crafting XP to go. It's going to take a while to make all these silver bars, and if I have any XP left over, I did write down some quests that I might want to do anyway, just so I can get some quest points to start working towards Wild Gothic Sleeps that give crafting XP. It's about 60k crafting total, so I figured, you know, if this does not get me the level, I'll just grind out some quests so I can get some quest points. And although this is kind of looking like this should be plenty for 75 crafting all on its own. While I was doing temple trekking, I made sure to spend a few rewards on raw sharks just because these bunyips are going to come in super handy for Slayer. So I made about 200 bunyips or so, got myself a decent amount of summoning XP, no levels or anything, but I have a nice stockpile. This should last me like 200 plus Slayer tasks, which is a long time, and I won't have to worry about them again for quite a while. So I'm up to 226 bunyip pouches, and I'm starting to stockpile Pumpkin Charms. Of course, I do have to get up to 75 summoning to access Elf City as well. That shouldn't be too difficult, and I'm also trying to continue to play Big Chinchappa games to buy Swamp Toads because I don't know what else to do with the gold charms. But, I mean, it's just going to be a time-consuming process, but I'll eventually get there. It's pretty fast to train once you stockpile up the Crimson Charms and gather the supplies to make pouches. The crafting journey is almost over. I spent a solid couple of days doing this, even though, admittedly, I wasn't playing a whole lot of RS. But we finally got 75 crafting done, and that does 2 things for us. First of all, Rings of Slain, as it just popped up on the screen. Second of all, this is required for Plague's End, which is a goal. And also, once we actually make it inside the Elf City, I'll be able to play the harps for crafting XP, so I really never have to worry about doing temple trekking again, at least for the silver bars. May do in the future for raw sharks. We'll see. Anyway, I'm really glad to get that one done, and I can finally move on to questing, I believe, is what I'm going to do next. One final thing before I forget is we're going to sell off the fruits of our labor here. 13,000 silver tiaras. Took a really long time to make them. They only sell for 30 GP each, but I'm running pretty low on cash. So the entire thing is going to be worth 401k. Not a whole lot, considering there's a lot of Slayer tasks. I can make more money from that in just one Slayer task, but it still gets my cash up a little bit, which has been running low due to me not slaying as of late. Alright, so I'm finally ready to get 60 mining. It's been a while, but I do need this for lunar diplomacy. Let's go and mine this last rock. That was a grind, but I do have a ton of iron ore that I can use for smithing now. So that's great, and all the levels I need to complete lunar diplomacy, which is nice because I do need that for while Gothic sleeps. So good to get that one done. Time to move on to, I believe, thieving is next. Oh boy, I almost missed the level, but I just got 65 herb lore, which is pretty awesome for a couple reasons. First of all, I can clean cadentines, and I can't quite make super defense potions yet, but hopefully, I believe that comes at level 66 or something, so then I'll be able to use my cadentines to do that. And also, I needed 65 herb lore for while Gothic sleeps. And yeah, I do need 66 herb lore for the super defense, which might come in handy. But I do need to do while Gothic sleeps eventually. It is a goal of mine. And the only level that I need left until I can do that quest chain and get all those quests done for WGS is I need to get 60 thieving, which is going to be really, really easy. So I'm not even worried about that one. I'll go bang that one out of the way really quick, and then we can start on the quest grind, which I'm not looking forward to, but should be able to get done in like a week if I really go hard at it. Okay, we should be ready to get 60 thieving now. I was kind of thinking about maybe going to 61, so when I next come back to Pyramid Plunder, then I would not have to do this room anymore, but I'm ready to start questing, so potential triple loot from guards, that does not matter, but what does matter is I have all the levels I need to complete for while Gothic sleeps now. I should anyway. This is one of the requirements for while Gothic sleeps. I might need to check that. Anyway, 60 thieving is done. Maybe there's a level or two that I forgot about that I do need to get. And if that's the case, oh well, I'll go get it. But glad to get that one out of the way, and thieving is really fast, so it didn't take too long. And I actually do have all the skill requirements done for while Gothic sleeps. I'm not sure why it said that I didn't. Normally, when you get a level for a quest and you have all of them, it'll say you now have all the levels required for while Gothic sleeps. But this is what I need to do. All these quests here, which will bring me up to around like 220 or 230 quest points if my math is correct, and then I will have to grind some other quests to get up to 270, so I might work on some of those elf quests to get into Plague's End because I'll need to do them anyway, and I might work on some of the quests required for ROTM because I'm planning on doing that anyway. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next few days. I'm not really looking forward to it, but I will eventually get there. Okay guys, well, a pretty infamous quest I'm doing right now, Morning's End Part 2, and so far we're about 45 minutes into it. I have been just absolutely steaming through this quest, because I have done it obviously a couple times before, so I kind of know what I'm doing, and I just really had to glance at a guide. I somewhat remembered most of these puzzles, and it wasn't that difficult, but unfortunately, since I am an Ironman account, and since I can't just buy a death talisman off the GE, I have to talk to this jerk face here, and he's going to give me a list of 50 items, and I have to bring them to him. And I am not looking forward to that. But we're going to have to do it. Alternatively, I could just get 90 Slayer and then get a Death Talisman drop from a Dark Beast and then do this quest. But that would take a really long time. So, let's see what I have to get for items. Holy goodness, that's a lot of stoofs. Man. Well, time to get going. Oh my goodness, guess what? We're nearly done with the quest, one of the most awful quests in the game. Wasn't too bad actually. 20k agility XP, nice. I did not get an agility level, but hey, I got myself a Death Talisman, I got myself a Crystal Trinket, which I don't think I need or anything, but that took a long time. Honestly, the puzzle part wasn't that bad. The collecting the 50 random items was pretty awful, but it was either that or get 9 Slayer levels or get 4 extra Slayer levels and then make a Summer Pie, and that would take a couple days of Slayer, so I was like, you know, let's just go for it. And that's what I did. I went for it, and it paid off. I'm about to be finished with Spirit of Summer. I have to do this one as well for while Gothic sleeps, so, well, there we go. It was kind of a quick ending. Got some construction XP, which is always awesome. Looks like I got a construction level as well. And one additional thing that's cool about this quest is I get Jenisca's Ring, and there are a few places in the wilderness where I can go and get some free prayer XP with this ring, and even more after I complete Summer's End, which is the next quest I'll be doing. So that's awesome. I'm going to go pick up some free prayer XP now, I think. So here's the first portal. This one should give me farming XP, and there's a Goth Leprechaun here. What? I have no idea why that is. I'll pick my Limpwort root plant because I don't need it anymore. I finished the quest. Might as well gain some free Limpwort roots, so let's operate on this portal, and we should get 15k farming. Yes, of course I want farming XP. Why would I not want that? So that's pretty nice, and there's also a prayer one. There's also an attack XP one, but it's like 11k attack XP. Really? Really? No one wants attack XP. Attack XP is easy, so I'm probably just going to skip that one. Hopefully I can get this prayer one now. I had to punch a couple of skeletons dead, because apparently you can't do it while in combat, so if they spawn on top of me, things are going to go south in a hurry. But let's go ahead and, I'm not in combat anymore. So, operate this one. Prayer XP, pass through my mind, 15k prayer. That's going to put me really, really close to 58. I do need to get 60 in order to buy the upgraded Daemonheim necklace, the level 60 prayer one, which gives you prayer stuff while burying bones, extra prayer points, so that's going to be really nice. Okay, finally finishing up Summer's End. Very annoying quest, mostly because of phase 2 of the Corp Beast fight, because the Corp just constantly runs around all the time, and then you have to wait for his core to come out, and for some reason, it was taking literally minutes for him to release his core, so that part alone took about 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so. The rest of the quest, though, was really, really easy, so I should be getting a Spirit Shield after completing this, I believe, and I should be able to get some more free prayer XP with Jennica's ring, which is really the awesome part of this quest. So 41k XP, including mining, woodcutting, lots of prayer, fire making. Probably the prayer one is the only really exciting one. Ability to wear Spirit Shields, and I do get a Spirit Shield as well, so this is probably the best shield I have at the moment, so if I ever need a shield for anything, I have one. First portal here should give me some farming XP, so that's going to be nice. Only 7.5k, but if you think about it, that's like a free yew tree, so I'll definitely take it. Another portal here, this one should give some more prayer XP, so I'm all about that. I should be able to get level 60 prayer soon. I do have some dragon bones in the bank. I might even have enough to get to 60. I'm not sure, I'll have to do some math, but very nearly level 59 already. I found another one. This is a little bit difficult one to find, but boom, look at that. Thieving level 61 thieving. I don't know if that unlocks. Oh, well, Pyramid Plunder Room 5. That's right, it does unlock something good for me. I think there is 2 more to find. Turns out this is the last one. There's also one that gives 15k defense XP, but I can't get it because you need level 80 defense to claim that XP, and I only have level 70. But got some smithing XP, level 58 smithing. Not bad. I do have to get up to level 69 smithing in order to do, I believe, rocking out. So I do have a lot of smithing ahead of me, and that XP just helps out a little bit. Okay, time to finish off the Tears of Guthix quest. Literally took about 5 seconds to do this one. It's one of the shortest quests in the game, if not the shortest. But I am just going to go ahead and do my Tears of Guthix for the week, I suppose. Although, I do not have 80 crafting and smithing, so I can't make like the increased bowl for extra XP. And unfortunately, my Tears of Guthix XP is going to go on Divination, which kind of sucks. But Divination is pretty slow, so we'll do it. Well, that was a really crappy Tears of Guthix run. Only got 60 tears. It was really, really trolly, though, so... Oh, 10k Divination XP, that's pretty bad. But I don't have the upgraded bowl as well, so that's another reason why it wasn't so great. Anyway... I'm not sure what I'm going to do next, but I will find a quest that needs done. Time to finish off another quest. This one is What Lies Below. It's really, really short, and also it unlocks Bork after I do a short mini quest. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to go do that short mini quest right now. And hey, rune crafting level as well. Wasn't fully expecting that, but I will definitely take it. Let's go kill us a Bork. Oh boy, another of the longer quests that I do have to do during my quest saga at the moment. Defender Varrock. 47k XP total for doing all of it. 10k smithing is nice. The mining is nice. The rest, eh. But we are pretty close to 200 overall quest points, which is going to be a pretty big achievement. And then I only have 70 to go, even though that is quite a few. And it is going to take a while to get up to the point where I can start while Guthix sleeps, but looking forward to it.